See, AT&T be on some straight bullshit. Wow. I don't even know what's playing. Where my people at? Where are my people? Tranisha. Hey, Tranisha. I'm waiting on the rest of my people to come in here, girl. They probably watching the previews for next week's Empire. I don't watch Empire. I did cut it on, but I'm like, they got Lucius on some kind of misery type shit right now, don't they? What is he got? What is he doing? That's like a whole misery scene out there in the woods in a log cabin. I don't know why my phone's doing that. So, TLP. Hey, Thea. So, this is what I noticed. My phone updated. And so my comments are kind of like different. They're green. And I can kind of see them a little bit. Hey, Quita. What's off? Oh, yeah, Empire's gone off. I came in on the part where Cookie went to check to see what was going on. Like, I haven't watched Empire for the last couple of seasons, so I have no idea what's going on. But I was just telling Tranisha that Empire was kind of like on a misery type thing. I don't know if y'all remember that movie, but anyway, that ain't what we're talking about tonight. Not tonight. I had to take my internet off of. I had to take it off of my Wi-Fi to get the live started and put it on. Yeah, that's AT&T for you. Like, I can't stand their crappy asses. I cannot. So tonight we are talking about. Well, I asked the question, is love unconditional? And that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to chit chat tonight, if y'all ready. So, first of all, let me get this out the way. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And the earrings, thank you. I didn't make these. I got these from somewhere out there. Tweety Love. Yeah. But, close up of the earrings. Okay, girl. These are her, hey, Rasheen. These are her, up in smoke earrings. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Beetlejuice for some reason. I don't know. But I got these for Halloween, and then the back of them are just pink. But I think they were like $8. I think they was like $8. All right, so I saw, hey, Aaron, I saw, Rasheen had her drink, and that's what I was just about to do, Rasheen, because I was like, let me just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is give y'all my cocktail for the night, which is a strawberry daiquiri. It is so good and cold. And then we are going to get into our discussion. Hey, girl, hey. Depends on exactly who is on the receiving end. Okay, yeah, so that's what we were talking about. Yeah, you're on time, Rasheen. It's okay. You in here. You in this thing. So that was the question. Is love unconditional? Rasheen, what's that drink you were drinking? Drop your drinks in the comments if you don't mind. Whatever you're drinking, drop it in the comments. If it's water, put water. You're boring. But it's okay. I'm still glad you came. And I'm going to put my comments. I'm going to fix this where I can read my comments without looking right there. So Thea, you think that love is conditional depending on the who's ever on the receiving end? That's what you said? I need somebody to help me put my computer on to help me set up my computer where I can broadcast from my computer instead of my phone. Moscato, that stuff that give me a headache. Vanilla Ciroc and root beer. Now wait a minute. You know what, Thea? Vanilla Ciroc and root beer. We need to try that. Yes, I'm definitely trying that. Yeah. And Erin is drinking Moscato. And what was that drink you was drinking, Rasheen? Because she put a picture up. Girl, y'all done got excited about this vanilla Ciroc and root beer. But anyway, so I have had a couple of comments. Don't it sound good? Vanilla Ciroc and root beer? I love root beer. I ain't gonna even lie. I love root beer. Like, I can already taste them together. Like, I can feel it. So on the girl, she love her some Jameson and ginger ale. I know I gotta try that too. So on the so the question was, is love ever unconditional? And then underneath that, I had a couple people comment, never, no. And one person said that once the betrayal enters the situation, then there's no trust. We'll move those over there. There's no trust, and then you can't. But if I move those, then I can't see who's joining. I don't know. Let me put that back for a minute. Well, I can if they say something. How about that? So, so yeah. This is what I think. This is what I think about loving unconditional. I wonder sometimes if you can love different people unconditional. Like, we obviously are talking about relationships, but if you really think about it, any friendships, relationships, situationships, whatever it is, everything is just a ship. So I'm wondering, you know how you say you can love your kids unconditionally, but you can't love everybody like that. Is what I'm thinking. Even with betrayal, you can still love them. You just can't be near them. Yeah, but do you think that you can love without? I don't think that anybody is capable of loving unconditionally. Like, I love you, even kids? Really? I don't know. It'd be hard pressed to find something that would make me not love my kids. Like, whatever. Like, I don't know. I love my kids. And it's not dependent upon, like, when you're in a relationship, it's going to be like, okay, I love you until you cheat. I love you on the condition that you don't cheat, on the condition that you provide, on the condition that you don't get on my nerves, on the condition that you don't leave the toilet seat up. Like, you got some type of conditions, right? Or am I tripping? I might just be tripping. I might be thinking about it too much. Hey, Audrey. It can be. I'm still doing it. Oh, okay, yeah. I can understand that too, Erin. I can understand that too, but like, so it's always gonna be. To me, it seems like it's always gonna be a condition. Like, you can't love unconditionally. I believe I can love without judgment. I think I can love without judgment. Like, without judging somebody, I can love. But I think with, as far as like conditions, yeah, it's going, I don't know, because I might love you today, but I probably can't stand you. That's a whole different thing. Hey, Denise. Rasheen said, Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you think Jeffrey Dahmer's mama stopped loving him because he did all of that stuff? Like, she probably didn't like him for that. I probably wouldn't. Like, I did not raise you to be a cannibal. I did not raise you to kill people. But I love you. I just don't like what you're doing. I just don't like it. Yeah, if you do, maybe it's the definition of unconditional that's the problem. Oh, that's good. That's good, Audrey. Maybe that's it. You couldn't be his mom. Well, if you put conditions, it takes away from unconditionally. Well, of course, yeah. So it's always gonna be conditions. Like, I don't think you can. Say for instance, if I'm saying I love you unconditionally, does that mean that I love you even though you lying and cheating or, doing silly stuff? I can still love you if you're doing that? Or does my love, well, I don't know, your love probably diminishes a little bit. Like, the love is not as strong. It's just not unconditional. There's just no such thing as, if you truly love someone, it's unconditional. Now, I got to think on that. I'm trying to think on somebody that I truly love. Somebody that I truly love that did something that hurt me, and I still love them the same. Give me a moment. I can't think of anybody right now. I think the love changes. I think the love changes. I think you can get trust back if somebody betrays you. You can get trust back if they're willing to work on it, and willing to do whatever they need to do to get the trust back. I believe you can do that, because I've been in situations where I really don't trust you until you show me that you're trustworthy. Yeah, you still. Rasheen says she take back kids. So you would love Jeffrey Dahmer if Jeffrey Dahmer was your son. You would still love him. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, you love them, but you don't love what they're doing. But I think, so if you, okay, let me ask this. It would kind of be the same thing, but do you think that there are different levels to love, maybe? Oh, yeah. Your kids will betray you. Your kids sit there and tell you they didn't do something when they did it. And you just looking at them, they just lying with a straight face. And you just know they lying. But really, ain't that the same thing as if you was in a relationship with a man or a woman that's lying? Like, you looking at them and you can see lie written all over their face. But I would still love Jeffrey Dahmer. I had to make my own straw. So the reason, yeah, she definitely don't like him. She can't stand his ass. She cannot stand him. Then you're gonna be in a padded room. You're gonna be in a padded room to protect yourself from Jeffrey, or to keep yourself from killing Jeffrey. Different levels to love. this is the reason why I asked that question, because my friend Nakisha, she got me to watching Love After Lockup. And yeah. And I sat there, I watched one episode and I ended up watching all of them. And basically, I'm not gonna just give you everything because y'all might not have seen it. It's on WeTV, and the season is over with. But honey, so basically what it's about is it's these men and women who have met their fiancés online, and they are inmates. Put that right there. Both they are inmates, and some of them knew, a couple of them, no, I think it was like one of them, she actually knew her fiance before he got locked up, right? So they were in a relationship before they got locked up. And then the other ones, they like met online. I didn't know that there was like, I didn't know you could date. There was like a dating website for inmates. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Right, Audrey. So they hook up with these inmates, and then they have relationships with them. Now this one lady, she was in a relationship with a man who had been locked up for 18 years. Now she wasn't in a relationship. Yeah, I don't know that, because I haven't actively searched for inmates. That would be like the last place that I would be looking for somebody to date. That would be the last place that I would be looking for somebody to date, is on inmates. Like, can you go to Match.com or something? Facebook? It's on Facebook? What's on Facebook? Inmates? Don't the inmates on Facebook? I'm not about to do that. Like, you can go to Match.com, you can go to eHarmony, you can go to a whole bunch of dating websites and a whole bunch of like social websites. I don't know if y'all know this, but I met Mr. on Tagged. But anyway, you can go, and I wasn't looking to date nobody on there. I was just on there to be in my cousin's poetry group, and then I started getting this inbox full of proposals. Some of them very indecent. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But why would you? I personally would not actively seek a significant other on an inmate website. But for some reason they do. Like, it ain't nobody out there. Yeah, on the net, that's too much already. Yeah, it's just, I had this in my hand. I'm like, what is this? This almost scared me. Yeah, that's just too much already. But so they must have some type of unconditional love for them, because they meet them online. One girl in particular, she got locked up for heroin. She was using and she was selling, and she met this guy, and they were planning on getting married. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and then I ain't gonna say nothing else about the show. But when she got out, what's the first thing you really expect somebody to do? Like, go get high. And I can't remember how. She might have been locked up for 5 years. I can't remember. But I'm sitting there looking at her going, she is high. Like, she back on that shit. And he's sitting over there like, I can't make Google eyes. That's what I was trying to do. But he's sitting over there making Google eyes. Like, so does he love? Evidently, he must love her unconditionally, because I think that he was thinking about staying with her. And I just don't see that's. I got some conditions, and one of my conditions is that you don't go to jail. That's one of my conditions, that you don't go to jail. And another one of my conditions is that you don't get addicted to any drugs. I would like to have that in there too. That would be another. So I guess there is no unconditional love if I'm naming off my conditions. So then there's that. There is that part. But now I don't know if, like, if you were get tested for STDs is what they need to do. Yeah, okay, see, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but this is another thing, Aaron. Like, I ain't saying nothing wrong with the brother, but like, you've been locked up for 18 years, and then when he get out, she wanna like push him to get married to her. And like, I mean, 18 years is a long time. I don't know what you had going on up in there, because sometimes they be having them, I can't remember what they call them, jailhouse girlfriend, jailhouse wives or something, where they, for some reason, they think, okay, for some reason they believe that as long as they in jail, it's okay to mess around with men. But then when they get out, then that don't mean that they gay. I don't understand that. It may start unconditionally, but it depends on issues. Yeah, I can agree to that. But the minute you have a condition broke, that's all out the door. Like, it's all over with from there. Ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing else left to say. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. But when they, I don't know. I think when they, I've always heard of women marrying men who are like on death row and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know what you would get out of that. I don't know what you would get out of marrying a man that's in prison. Now, these people are not marrying somebody that's in prison. They're waiting till they get out. But now, like, she was rushing him to get married, like, immediately after he got out of jail. And I'm like, first you need to see what the brother up to. He need to get to know your kids, because she had 2 daughters. And one of them was a little girl, like 5, that she was already calling him daddy or papa or something like that. And you don't even know this man, really. Kwame. Hey, Kwame. Hey, Audrey, Kwame sees you, so you know. Hey, Debo. So anyway, you know, I feel like she should have got to know that man before she invited him. Well, no, she wanted to marry him, and then she acted so stupid. Why she had to be one of these? She acted so stupid and ignorant on there. I'm not getting married without my shoes. I need my shoes. It's all about me. I was like, every time she came on, I was like, and I don't like to, like, when I'm watching these shows and these reality shows, I don't like to call them bitches, because I don't really know them, and I want to think that they are not the way they are when they on TV. But I'll just sit there and I'm like, bitch, like, you really getting on my nerves. Like, for real, for real. You downloading them? I download one, and then, like, at the end of it, it'll ask me if I want to delete. And then I delete it, and then the next one will pop up. Because I have so much stuff waiting to watch. Crazy Brides, I don't watch them. The Bridezillas, I don't watch the Bridezillas. But I'm talking about, like today I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And And I don't know if it's no unconditional love on there either. But yeah, I'm sitting there like, and she was a Mormon. Didn't I say I wasn't gonna say nothing else about the show? Let me just say this. She was a Mormon, and she kept saying that they wasn't gonna have sex before they got married. I'm like, this brother been locked up 18 years, and you got all this boom boom pow, and he gonna be trying to, as the young people say, smash. He gonna be trying to smash. I don't know. What do you mean, Quita? Oh no, Quita, we're not talking about the prison wives or whatever the heck I said it was. Different videos. Or Quita, do you mean reality TV period? Because that's a whole issue. We're supposed to be talking about unconditional love, but we already established that there is no such thing as unconditional love. I don't see. Let's just do this for fun. If you think that there is unconditional love, or such thing as unconditional love, then put a 1 in the comments. And if you think that it depends on the circumstance, put 2 in the comments. And I'm gonna tell you what 3 is after you do that, because you already know. If you believe in unconditional, put a 1. That's all. Just put a 1. If you believe it come with issues, put a 2. See, there goes a 2. There goes a 2. Nobody believing in unconditional love. Wait a minute. I was thinking there was something in that bottle. Lush. Who is that? Hey, Monica. 2. Okay, so this is what I was going to say, because I pretty much now have established that there is no such thing as unconditional love, because you always going to have conditions. So there really is no 3. There's no such thing as 3. Either there is or there isn't. And y'all just said, I did it till you broke it down. And y'all just said, that's y'all. Yeah, Lish. It's empty though. It's empty. Why it's still in here, I don't know. Now that's sad right there. When you see the bottle empty and you still looking in it, that's sad. Wait, Quita. Oh, Quita. Now I want you to explain that, Quita and Kwame. I want you to tell me about that unconditional love. So you saying I already know, Quita. I already know. I think what you thinking. So Kwame, can you explain to me the unconditional love? You said you had unconditional love for your love. So that means for your wife. Okay, so that means that no matter what happens, no matter what she says or does or anything, you will still love her the same as you did the day you walked down the aisle. Like, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'll wait and see. And I'm not telling you that, I can't tell you what to do. And so I'm not telling you I'm not telling you can't believe that, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm just saying, if there are conditions usually. Now, if you love your wife the way I love my children, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of that. All of that. All of that. And I would hope that somebody could give me some unconditional love. That's what he's saying. Right. I ain't got no problem with it. If he loves his wife unconditionally, then she got her a good husband. That's what I'll say. She got her a good husband. And it may not be no more of them out there. I'm just saying. And if it is, I don't know if we're going to find. I don't know. You can't ask me. You was, what? Connie, you not sipping? Girl. This for you, Connie. A little small sip for mankind. On my strawberry daiquiri. Sometimes who don't know? Sometimes you think sometimes the wife doesn't know, or the other person doesn't know about the unconditional love. Connie, since you on here, do you believe that there's a such thing as unconditional love? Not like for your kids, but for like your mans. Sometimes they don't know. Like sometimes they don't know you love them. That's funny. She laughed. I think she laughing at me. Oh, you at work? Okay. Let me take 2 sips then. You gonna need them sips. You gonna need them. Where? Yeah. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at, girl? It's a tolerance love. True love is unconditional, meaning no matter what. See, y'all, you saying true love like somebody got some fake love out there. True love is unconditional, meaning no matter what. Yeah, okay, right. When I'm thinking about my kids, true love is unconditional. Why we gotta do that? True love is unconditional no matter what. When I'm thinking about my kids. Now, on the other hand, I can say, Mister, I love you unconditionally. I love you unconditionally. Unconditionally. My love is unconditional. That means no matter what. That means no matter what. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I do not like that Mr. does, that I do not like. And please don't tell him. Because he know him. Sometimes I think he do it on purpose. But Lord, I do not like when he blocks me in the driveway. I do not like it. I do not like it. It ain't unconditional. Fake love. Yeah, they got some fake love out here. They got fake love out here. It ain't unconditional. Oh, no. It ain't unconditional if you get your ass beat. No. It is not unconditional when you get your ass beat. It applies to relationships too. You know what? Wait, you said tolerance though. You said tolerance. I think that's a whole different thing with tolerance. Like, cause you. Let me tell you something. I tolerated the dude for almost 13 years. Alright? Tolerated. Tolerable. When you feeling, that's how old people say, how you doing? Tolerable. That meant pretty much it's like selling or something. That's pretty much like just going along with the okie doke. Sometimes it's very difficult for your partner to see through to your heart. It is. So, and it ain't conditional if he out there cheating on you. So it's not. So there's conditions. You know what? Well, I think I already know this. But let's just do this real quick. Yeah, because when you say tolerable, that means you know that I can. You know what? I can put up with you. And some people probably in relationships like that where, um, you know, he get on my nerves, but I don't want nobody else because I don't want to have to. I don't want to have no do overs. Like I said. Oh, let's see what this is. Like I said before, and if I girl, they even have it in the Wikipedia. Even have it on here. Watch this, just for a second. Unconditional love is known as affection without any limitations, or love without conditions, which is what I thought. So this term is sometimes associated with other terms such as true altruism or complete love. Love without limitations. I believe you can have sex without limitations, but we ain't talking about that right now. We're not talking about that right now. That's for like a private talk. So let me get back over here. So that means without limitations. Now love don't. Why do people think love hurt though? No, I don't think love should hurt. Family, friends, and spousal relationships. I agree with that. If your love is conditional, you never loved them to begin with. I just don't agree with that part, but I do believe that it applies to all relationships. I just don't believe that I can. I just don't know that I can. I'm just pretty sure I love my kids unconditionally. Wait, Connie, we're gonna talk about that later. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. We're gonna talk about that right now. I'm just not sure. I don't know if this is good. How do you let your partner know that she is not sharing? You so obsessed who calls on your phone and who you talking to. How do you let your partner know that she is not sharing? Is she obsessed to who? Well, I don't know if I'm reading this right, Kwame, but if she's obsessed about who you're calling and talking to, then that's insecurity. Yeah, that's insecurity, I believe. If she's obsessed with who you talking to on the phone, because some of us don't. Some people don't have it in them. I mean, to like be worried about every time he pick up the phone, is he talking to another woman and what they talking about. You have to, and it have to be. It may not even be Kwame. It may not even be anything that you did in the relationship that even made her insecure. Is it? But if you love her unconditionally, have you told her she don't trust Kwame? Oh, Rasheen, I was being so nice. I was being so nice saying that she was insecure, and you said she don't trust Kwame. So Kwame said that he loves his wife unconditionally, right? So Kwame, how have you conveyed that unconditional love to your wife? Because I feel like if I knew that somebody loved me unconditionally, then I would be able to trust them. Where she say period. I think I would be. Does anybody else feel that way? Like if you know somebody loves you, and I don't mean just saying it, because you can say I love you 100 times a day. You get people. Just today, somebody told me that they love me, and I can't say that he don't, but he always said, I love y'all, and y'all take care of yourself. Cookie is a good example of unconditional love because regardless of what the white does, she is there for him. First of all, his name is Lucius. That's first of all. We not about to call him the white. Okay? His name is Lucius. Just because the lady from the new school Misery is keeping him in the log cabin locked up, don't mean we about to be calling him the white. He is Lucius. Lucius Lyons. And I stopped watching Empire because Empire just got too crazy for me and predictable, and it just got kind of like too trendy or something. I don't know. But Cookie not a good example of unconditional love. Cookie is a good example of crazy. If I love you, I will always love you. That doesn't mean that I will deal with you. Oh, well, yeah, that's true too. I don't know. I might, I don't know. Do I say it back, Thea? Yeah, I say it back. Because, like, really and truly, I think that's what we was conditioned to do that. And I don't really, I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. I don't tell everybody that say they love me, I don't tell them that I love them. But I think because it's just a condition, like you conditioned to say, I love you. Oh, I love you too. I think some people just like that. Hey, Deb. Now, who this person was today is one of Mr.'s cousins. And this is the thing. The past doesn't define the present. If you're doing everything to please her, why won't she be content with your love and caring? Because Kwame, if you did something to her in the past, and if you did something to hurt me in the past, and I'm still holding on to that, okay, it's like this right here. I'm gonna say, this me and you, Kwame, and I'm your wife for a minute, and you did whatever it is you did in the past. It don't matter if it was 2 weeks ago or 10 years ago. Whatever you did hurt me. I'm just saying in general, whatever it is. So if whatever it is that you did hurt me and caused me to feel insecure, then if I don't truly forgive you, because you got to forgive and move on from that, then yeah, I'm just not going to trust you, because in the back of my mind, I'm just going to be thinking, oh, well, he did this before and he'll do it again. So you have to go back. When you do stuff like that, you got to go back and you got to fix that shit. You got to go back and you have to prove your love and prove that you're trustworthy. If that's what it is, if she don't trust you because you did something. And I'm going to tell you something. Wait, Connie, you said something. You said something. I can't remember what you said. Because you must have done something to make her not trust you. Exactly. She may have forgiven, but she... Now, see, here's the thing with me and that forgiving and not forgetting. All right. I cannot stand it. And I ain't got nothing personal with you, Thea, because you know you're my girl. But I do not like when people say, I can forgive you, but I'll never forget. Because if you did something to me, I forget it. I forget all the time about what people do to me. I ain't gonna even lie. I forget all the time. But if you did something to me that hurt me or caused me any type of pain, hey, bud, I don't know if you still on, but hey, bud, if you did something to me that caused me any type of pain, then I'll forgive you, because forgiveness is not for you. It's for me. So I'll forgive you. And at some point, I'm going to have to forget. That's just it. So if you was to, so Thea, if you was to come over here and hit me upside the head with that bat that you be rolling with, hit me in the top of my head with a bat, I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie. If I got any strength in me when you hit me, I'm gonna try to fight you back. That it just is what it is. But at some point, after I get out of the hospital and they remove the stitches and staples, and you may or you may not even apologize, but at some point I'm gonna have to make up in my mind to forgive you and then forget about it. But please believe me, I will not deal with you no more. I just won't. You do something really bad, if he hurt her, she not forgetting that. But she need to. But she need to, if he did something to hurt her, she need to forgive him, and then she need to work on letting it go. But if he is still doing something to make her think, because see, we don't know what he did. We don't even know if he did anything. We just assume. See, and that's how we just assuming that he did something, because he said that if it's in the past, then it should stay in the past. Exactly, Lisa. Forgiveness is not for them. It's not for them. Forgiveness is for you. I read somewhere that holding on to forgiveness is like pouring a glass of poison and then drinking it yourself. So why would I want to sit here and be... First of all, why would I want to keep remembering that I got hit in the top of the head with a bat? It's been a lot of things that happened to me that I just, like, I remember them, but I'm not harping on them. I forgive the people for doing whatever it is they did. I just know now how good of friends we are, or how far I can trust you, or what I can trust you with, or if I really got to just cut you off and say, that's it. I love my wife from the bottom of my heart, and she is doing everything to hurt me just because she saw text messages and a call from another lady. It's just hard to let her go because I love her unconditionally. Now see, Kwame. Now see. Now see, Kwame. Yeah, he got to help her with getting past it, and the first thing to do would be to change that phone number, because there shouldn't be no text messages from no other woman in your phone. Listen, Kwame, are these text messages? It don't even matter, because it's making. I was gonna ask if they were inappropriate, if the text messages were inappropriate, but it doesn't matter if they were inappropriate or not, because she feels some type of way about it. So here's the thing. If I'm getting text messages in my phone and Mr. say, hey, why are you texting so-and-so? Oh, this is just my homeboy and I'm just texting him. And there's some text messages that's inappropriate. And he say, oh, well, I don't think you should be texting him. Then guess what? I shouldn't be texting him. Because he feels some type of way. And so and that's why she don't trust you. And that's why she's wondering who you on the phone with. And that's why she's insecure. Because she already got proof that you've been texting another lady. And if you've been texting her, you may have been talking to her. You may have been meeting her. You may have been seeing her and doing some other stuff with her. So I don't see how strawberry margarita. I gotta go get me another one in a second. Because I let it melt. This is what I used to do at the restaurant. When I be at the restaurant drinking a soda or something, and the waitresses, they try to look over you, and I wait till I get to the bottom and real loud. Real loud. So probably Exactly. There's something that's making her feel the way she feels. Yeah, it's something that's making her feel like that. Him. Like, we're not gonna bash you, Kwame. We're not gonna bash you. We're just trying to tell you that, that's what the situation is. That's why she doesn't trust you. It's because she saw the text messages. And what I'm trying to understand now is, how do you love your wife unconditionally, but you getting text messages from another woman? Because if she was getting text messages from another man, that ain't that one of your conditions? That she not text another man? Is that one of your conditions? Conditions. See? Shouldn't have done that, huh? Another woman. Were you in a sexual relationship with this woman? Were you in a sexual relationship with this woman, Kwame? Since we just talking about it, let's just put it out there. We're not gonna do this. Let's just put it out there. So, were you in a sexual relationship with this woman? Why you thinking about whether or not you had sex with her, Kwame? I'm going to get me another drink. I went and got me two. So this one I'm drinking there. We done went back to the old school. Freeze, squeeze, and enjoy. I wanted to make me something like, I wanted to make me some kamikazes. I still want to try the Jameson and ginger ale, but Tranisha done already hit me to the Ciroc and the, what do you call it? What she said? Vanilla Ciroc and root beer. Yes. We trying to wait to see what Kwame had going on with this other lady. So this is the thing. Kwame, you know what? Kwame might be messing with me. I think Kwame messing with me. I really do. I think he asking me questions because he know the answers to them. Do anybody in here think that it's okay? Yeah, Ciroc and Ruby. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Do anybody think, like, why would another woman be texting your phone? How do you love somebody unconditionally and you got a woman texting you, trying to see how you doing? You ain't doing good. Oh, you think it's because of a cultural difference? He can have 3 wives or some shit? Is he where he can have more than one wife? Kwame, how many wives you got? Because if that's it, girl, hold on, I gotta drink this. How many wives can you love unconditionally is what I want to know. Doing the absolute most. There she go, looking in the bottle of empty bags. In the bottom of empty bags. So what kind of cultural difference? Yeah, what's she checking on him? You'll mess around, Kwame, and she'll be checking on you, and you'll be in the hospital because you done got hit upside the head with a bat instead of me. As a matter of fact, here's the thing. If your wife, some people want to throw your friends away, but they want to keep theirs. Exactly. That's usually how men do. They want to keep all their little hookups. They want, just in cases, like they gonna find somebody better than you. You're not gonna find nobody better than me, boo. I'm it. I'm the best you're gonna get. I am the best that you're gonna get. You're not gonna find anybody better than me. So get rid of those numbers. Stop texting them. Delete them off of your social media, because I am the best that you gonna ever have. But so again, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm trying to make it plain. If your wife has an issue with the lady that is texting you to check on you and see how you're doing, then no, she should not be texting you. She should not be checking on you. Period. I don't care what kind of cultural unless, well, I don't know, because if you had more than one wife, y'all all stay in the same house or something like that, I think. You from Africa, and why would your wife be worried about calls from Africa? What do it matter where you from? It don't matter where you from. You ain't never going back to Africa? Not even to visit? I'm just saying. Because Mr. is from New Orleans. Now, if he was getting calls from if he was getting calls from some lady in New Orleans that was checking on him, and I felt like, you know, that it was inappropriate, they was having inappropriate conversations, which I don't. Let's get this straight. Let's make this clear. I don't check his phone. I don't go through his wallet. I don't search through his car. I don't sniff balls and check drawers. I don't do none of that. But if for some reason I found out that he was having inappropriate conversations with somebody from where he's from, or from where we at, then I'm going to have a whole problem with it, as I'm sure he would have a problem with me. So the simple thing to do would be to cut all that out and not do it, or to leave your wife and go be with the person that's calling to check on you, so she'll know how you are. That's what I'm saying, Lisa. Like, it don't matter where she is. It don't matter if she in Africa, Egypt, Mars. It don't matter where the phone call coming from. It's who on the other end of the fucking phone. I'm sorry I cursed. Phones ruin relationships. I don't feel like that either. Like, I know I got a couple of male friends that I've had like for a long time, and one of them I never even met him in person before, because it's somebody that followed me from YouTube, and then they end up calling me and we end up talking, and so we just talk about stuff in general, not like no dating. Don't nobody send no naked pictures or no shit like that. It's all respect. And one of them is kind of like a big brother like. And I did meet him a couple times. I did see him a couple times. Not like go to meet him, but yeah, like, I was friends with them before you. Before I met you, I was friends with them. So why would I see? And that's the now. Oh, I wish Nikisha was on here, because she could talk about this, because see, that's what she was saying that women do sometimes. When women get booed up and they get be with their man or whatever, then they don't spend that much time with their friends. They stop hanging out with their friends. They stop talking to them on the phone and all of that kind of stuff. Because they booed up. They got a man. So it ain't no girls' night. It's just them and their man. And then when the man mess up and start letting other women text their phones, then you gonna call your girlfriends again. I don't do that, but I'm just saying. I don't check my wife, and I don't care about who she talks to. Why can't she do the same to me? Because she because she feel like she might feel like you messing up. Evidently, it's either one or two things. It's something about that woman she don't like, or it's something about those text messages. Like, is she just saying, "Hello, Kwame, I was just calling to check on you to see how you're doing today"? Or is she like, "Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Good morning, sexy." That kind of stuff. You know, it's 9:04. So you probably don't have a reason to check your wife. And that's why you love her unconditionally, and that's why she don't love you unconditionally. She got conditions. His wife has seen or heard something, made her feel yeah, that's what I believe. I believe she saw something. I believe either the text messages are just inappropriate, or it's something about the person that's sending the text messages that makes her feel insecure. It don't matter. Is she prettier? Is she prettier than she is? Is she smarter than she is? Does she feel inadequate in some type of way or whatever? But no, it don't have nothing to do. Yeah, you can't do anything about another person's insecurities. You can't. But however, he can not text that lady if that's what the problem is. If she's insecure, it's a reason why she's insecure. And I just feel like if she's insecure about that lady and her texting, and it's inappropriate, I keep saying that, but if it's inappropriate or it's something about her that makes her uncomfortable, then he shouldn't do it. That's your wife and you love her unconditionally, so don't text the other lady. I don't know why she. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know why she. I don't know why she don't trust you. Have you asked her why she don't trust you? Because I mean, if you leaving your phone, is she going through your phone? Tell us the real deal. Like, is she going through your phone checking to see if you got something shaking? Well, you said something about the past, so I don't know if you was with that woman in the past, or if you did something in the past that made her insecure in the relationship. But I'm say this one more time. Say this one more time. If you love your wife unconditionally, then why is that lady allowed to text you? If you love your wife unconditionally, is the condition that she allows you to talk to other women? Yeah, now if he was hiding it, I would understand. If he was hiding the phone and she just stumbled up on it, or he was secretly taking calls, or putting the phone down real quick when she walk in the room, or whispering and stuff like that, then I understand. But yet and still, Y'all, I don't I don't really dislike nobody unless they give me a reason to. So it's yeah, maybe she doesn't like the person that's sending the text. And the text may not even be nothing. They might just be, hey, how you doing? But if I feel uncomfortable about you receiving a text from Miss New Booty, then you need to delete Miss New Booty's number out of your phone. That's it. And if you don't, you keep talking to her. Keep talking to her. See what happens. Because women can be something serious. Something serious. It can. You. Now that's when. Now this is when we need to be talking about cookie lines right here. Oh, you gonna get your. You'll get your get back. Thea, what was you drinking? You still drinking the same thing I'm drinking? Thea, you still on there? How did I do this? Oh, okay. I was going to say, I just turned that upside down. What if they're an old family friend? If it's an old family friend, then I don't see why she would have a problem with that. Like I was saying, if it's somebody that he knew before her, and it isn't somebody that he was in a relationship with or had some type of a sexual relationship with, I don't see the problem in them talking. And it ain't on no sneak shit. Because the dudes that I was telling y'all about, like, they can call me and Mister will be sitting right there and I'll answer the phone and talk to him. If I can't answer the phone and talk to you in front of them, I probably shouldn't be talking to you. I'm just gonna say that. Cause it's nothing private. Oh, okay, Theo. It's nothing private. I mean, it's nothing personal. I meant to say it's nothing personal. If we can't talk in front of them, then we don't need to be talking. Now I ain't about to put him on speakerphone so he can participate in our conversation, because that ain't none of his business. But if he asks me what we talking about, I tell him, oh, they just calling to check on me, see how I was doing. They ain't heard from me in a while. We was just talking about, I don't know, old days, YouTube. They asked me how the kids was doing. The lady have to text my wife to explain to her that's nothing going on. I also called her and told her my wife is uncomfortable with her calling me, so I blocked her. Well, you did good. I think that was good. Hey, Mia, I think I'm so used to saying Twinkies. What we were talking about is if there is a such thing as unconditional love, and then Kwame was saying that he loves his wife unconditionally, and we were like, oh, that's so sweet. And then he tells us that another lady is texting his phone. But that, I don't think the other lady texted his wife to explain to her that nothing was going on, and that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want. She don't believe her. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She don't believe her that there's nothing going on. But the fact that you called her and told her that it made your wife uncomfortable, and so you blocked her, I think that's cool. I think that's what you should have done in the beginning. My wife is uncomfortable. Let me fall back. But at the same time, it has to be a reason why she feels uncomfortable. It has to be a reason why she don't want that particular lady talk. Is it that just that one person? Is it just women, period? You know what I'm saying? It has to be a reason why. Usually women just don't do something for, you know what, you know what, I ain't gonna even talk about that because we'll get off into something else. But it has to be a reason why. Like, women don't usually I was about to say women don't usually do dumb shit. It's usually like something behind, not a motive, so to speak, but it's a reason. Like, we ain't crazy like you make us out to be. Oh, he don't want to hear it. So Audrey, you saying that she won't out? Because, well, here's the thing, ladies. If you want out, get out. Get out. Don't be like a man. See, this is how I think men do. I think men sometimes can be cowards. So what they do is they do dirty, rotten shit, like really like dog you out and treat you bad to get you to break it off. And sometimes, mostly like when we younger, this is what happens. But when we get older, then we just like, man, deuces. But because I've been in a relationship before where the whole, like, I ain't gonna say the whole time, but towards the end, shit just changed, right? And so come to find out, it was a whole other female involved, that they were in a relationship and I didn't even know it. Like, we've been together for years, but then instead of you coming to me and saying, hey, I think we should go our separate ways and yada yada yada, what they do is they try to dog you out and disrespect you and make you be the one to break it off, because they cowards. That's just me thinking that. Exactly. Yeah, so it is backwards. Oh, so okay, Kwame, now I get you. Um, that's the nicest way I can say this. Let her go. It ain't even worth it. That's 10 years. I mean, it's 10 years of marriage, and if she don't want to work on it, it ain't gonna work. Because you can't do it by yourself. You married to her. You ain't married to yourself. And if she don't want to work on it, I mean, you just got to let it go and move on. And I hate that. I'm not the type of person that says, oh, you need to go and leave him, girl. You need to go and leave him. I'm always going to say, if you can work it out, work it out. But just like it was two people, just like it's two people to get married, then it's going to take two people to work on the marriage. It's going to take two people to get that thing together and to keep it together. So whatever counseling and stuff, counseling is good. But if both parties are not participating, it's not going to work. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. And you should just leave. You just got to know. You just got to know when to leave. And I was dating this guy, and he don't even know how profound this is. And he wasn't even talking about our situation at the time, but we were having a discussion about something, and he said this to me, and I'll never forget it. He said, some shit you just gotta let go. I can't even hardly remember what he looked like no more. I don't remember why we broke up. I barely remember how we got together. But I do remember him saying that, and I'll never forget. He said, some shit you just gotta let go. And that stuck with me. And some shit you just gotta let go. And you saying, and here's another thing. You got 10 years of marriage behind you. You don't know how many years you got ahead of you. I got 40. How old am I? I got 48 years behind me. I don't know how many I got ahead of me. So what am I going to do? Look up and then and be miserable for 5 more years? Let that shit go. I can't wait to rewatch this in its entirety. There's a woman out there who will appreciate him. There's a woman out there waiting on some unconditional love. Let me tell you. Waiting. And that's what ruined it too. Like, I think that's what ruined some good men. I think I done ruined a couple of good men myself, but you know, cause I didn't have myself together. But yeah, if you gonna do y'all have kids? Is that why you staying, or is it just the 10 years? Cause I'm telling you something. If I can walk away with 2 kids, you can walk away with just yourself. Man, I would leave so much dust. She probably would come home and I would just be gone. I did that before, by the way. Ask my ex-husband. Ask him, did he come home and there wasn't nothing left in the house? Ask him. See what he say. And that's usually how it is, Audrey. That's the ones that they be in love with. Same with women though. Like, seem like the worse he treats you, the more you love him, because you think he gonna change. We think they gonna change. They ain't gonna change. Just like a video that somebody sent me this morning. That you can be dating somebody and it's not going well, and then they get, and you hoping that they'll change, but then they get with somebody and then they change. Yeah, it's because they change for who they want to change, who they want to be with. Like, they really didn't want to be with you. Well, see, that's what I'm talking about. I had a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old Lisa when I left. I always look at her struggle and her pain, how she fought so hard to get me here and found me a good job, made me a citizen. I feel so ashamed and so hurt. She blocked me from talking to her and trying to hurt me each day. So now let me ask you this. If you get a divorce, would you have to leave? I think that kind of made me feel different about the text coming from Africa now that you said that. Because, I mean, if you came all the way from another country to be with me, to really just to be with me, not for no citizenship, but really to be with me, that's one thing. But if that's the case, then yeah, I'd be like, man, I can't way over here. I can't way over here to be with you, and this how you gonna treat me? Deuces. Like, I don't know. So okay. So if him not being married to her is not gonna affect him, and he don't have to leave his good job, because we do not want no man to leave his good job, honey. If that's not gonna affect him, and he can stay on his job, and stay over here and find him a woman that will appreciate him, then yeah, then that's what he can do. Like, I'll just leave her alone, plain and simple. Like, I'm not gonna. I've been. Don't let nobody dog you out and mistreat you just because they too cowardly to say that they ready to move on. Like, for real, like, you don't have to throw me no hints. You can just come out and say, hey, this is over with. We ain't gonna be together no more. And it is what it is. And I'll bounce. I'm telling you, I will leave. I will be gone. Yeah, I would leave. And she would not have to worry about me ever. Like Cardi B. Forever. I'll be gone forever. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, we too old for that. How old are you, Kwame, by the way? Maybe they have something to do with it. The age. Because when you get a certain age, you just don't have no time for no BS. I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean, if Mister can walk in here now and tell me, hey, you know what? Find me another shorty. I'll just have to start packing my stuff. Like, I'll be like, all right. I got the, make sure I get my drink. And I'm telling you, I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time to argue. I ain't got no time to waste. I don't have no time for no BS. It is what it is. I just start picking up stuff and leaving. So we went back to our original. We went back to our original topic, which was, is there such thing as unconditional love? And hey, Don. And apparently, I think we mostly agree that there is no such thing as unconditional love. Kwame, come on, bro. Come on, bro. For real, we too old for that. You got 42 years behind you. You don't know how many you have ahead of you. So the rest of the years, like, we are at the age right now. I'm saying we. I'm 48. I keep having to think about it because I done lied about my age so much that I done forgot how old I really am. But we are at the age where we do not have the time to be playing around. We got to get serious about what we doing. We got to get serious about life. We got to get serious about love. We got to get serious about friendships. We got to get serious about everything. Yeah, even the pastor saying to move on. And I don't even listen to no pastors. I don't. But that pastor right there said one right thing. It's time to move on. He might not know when to end service, but he know it's time for him to leave that woman. Like, we just don't have, we don't have the time. We don't have the time for that. Like, when you get to a certain age, you just don't have time for BS and messing around. You just don't. And like I was just telling y'all, if the man come in here in a minute and tell me that it's over, it's over. Ain't no crying, ain't no begging, ain't no pleasing, and it's time to start moving. You gotta be on to the next. If the relationship is not serving you your greater good, leave it. Exactly. And it's not serving him. He just said it. Yeah. We too old for that. We too old. Oh no. You just can't. Like, for real. Like, Kwame, for real. We was just joking and stuff, like, but this is serious. like Dawn said, and like we've been telling you, because I didn't know that it was the way that it is. But if you're in any relationship, even if it's a friendship, and it's not serving you, and I'm not saying it's got to be all about you, but because some friendships are one-sided and they just don't work. So if you're in a relationship that's not serving you, then it's time to leave. It's time to get out, and you need to get out of that relationship, and then you need to work on yourself, and then you need to find who it is. I'm sorry about that. You need to find who it is that's gonna be for you. Now, you know what? For somebody to be, here's what I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a religious person. I'm not a heathen either, but I'm not a religious person. But if you go into counsel, and the counsel counsels you, the counsel is advising you, and he's on the outside, so he has, I'm assuming that you're both going. So if he's on the outside and he's looking at both of the situations, because that's usually what it is. When you get the counselor, or the pastor can counsel you, or whoever it is counsel you, even if it's just somebody you know that's outside of the relationship, and they get both sides and they can see what's really going on. I'm telling you, I don't normally listen to pastors, but I think Audrey, I think the pastor's on point. I think I would even be willing to put a couple dollars in the collection plate. I would. So if people come and go in our lives for a reason, they either build us up or drag us down. We learn our lessons and move on. Never easy, but very necessary. Very necessary. Very necessary. Hey, Keisha. See, then I'll be talking about you, then she pop in. I was talking about you at first because you got me watching Love on Lockdown. Now we're talking to Kwame, telling him we ain't got time to be playing around because we got 42 years behind us. We don't know how many years we got ahead of us. And yeah, we already established that there is no such thing as an unconditional love unless it's your children. For some reason they get a pass. But yeah, if the relationship is not serving you, you need to go get served somewhere else. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not saying for you to go do anything. I'm saying leave. Sometimes you just gotta let shit go. So just leave. She probably got something in the wings waiting. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You love your children with conditions, Keish? Now we just said that if Jeffrey Dahmer was our child, that we wouldn't like what he had done, but we would love him still because he's our child. So you telling me, I'll wait. See, Lisa and Audrey, that's why I said that women don't usually just do stuff just to be doing it. That's why I said that. Like it's a reason. We don't do dumb shit. It's a reason. Well, you know what? This is really making my head hurt. you go to how you go to how you go to marriage counseling by yourself? That's not marriage counseling. That's not marriage counseling. You know what? Okay, so let's just wrap this up for Kwame. So Kwame, we have established that your wife is tripping, and that although you may love her unconditionally, and you moved over here to be with her, and you've been with her 10 years, we have come to the conclusion that your wife does not deserve you. And we believe that you should move on. Go ahead, in that situation, in that relationship with her, and be by yourself until you find the woman who is for you. And during your transition, I and Audrey and a couple of others probably will be your support system. As you can see, we don't play. We don't have time to play. So we're going to give it to you 100. So that's the end of that. I haven't met a motherfucker I can't walk away from. Well, let her drive her trucks and keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. That's probably why she drives trucks anyway, because she didn't want to be home with you. I've been in a relationship with a truck driver. Don't trust them. Don't trust no truck drivers. Stay gone all the time. Don't answer the phone when you call. Don't do it. Don't trade places with what I've been through. No, I'm just kidding. Keisha? Sometimes, obviously, sometimes walking away is hard, but yeah, because it's kind of hard for Kwame right now. I remember, what you say? Amen, lights. I remember, seemed like it was easier back in the day to just be like, oh, you ain't gonna do right. Deuces, deuces. It seems like the older you get, like the softer you get. I don't know. It might just be me. But yeah, I ain't got no time. Like I told you. It is what it is. This is what I told him, Keisha. This is what I told him. That Mr. could come in here right now and say, hey, this ain't working out. And I think, we need to go our separate ways. And I will be doing this. Packing up my stuff. Time to go. I'll be on my butter salt. I'll be on my tiptoes like pew. It'll probably take me longer than that to leave because I got so much shit in this house, but yeah, it wouldn't be no. Can't pack fast enough. It can't pack fast enough. Me be gone. Pew! You will see skid marks from my tennis shoes. Pew! Because like I said, at some point you get to the age where all of that stuff is just not. We ain't got time for that. And I was just saying that. We ain't got time for that. See what I told you about my ex-husband? Like, he literally came home to an empty house. Like, I'm gone. Like, kids gone. You ain't got nowhere to sit. You ain't got no TV to watch. You barely had a bed. But now, me and him like best friends. That's my best friend. Can you believe it? I wish I could get him to tell y'all the story about him coming home to an empty house. It probably wasn't funny then, but it was hilarious. So anyway, guys, I guess we'll wrap it up. Yeah. I mean, I, ending a relationship is a hard thing, especially when you have invested so much time into it. Ending a relationship is hard, and that's why you need the support, and that's why you need your pastor or whatever. But you're not gonna ever be able to get over something that you holding on to. And that's the same thing I was saying about the forgiveness thing. Like, how can you forgive people and not forget? Like, why? If I'm sitting here, why I want to sit here and keep thinking about you fucking over me? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to forgive you, and then I want to move on. And I want to try to forget everything that you did to me, so that I can at least, when I see you in the street, I can at least not want to spit at you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, it is hard, but it is doable, and I think you can do it. I really hate that you feel the way you feel. We all have had some failed relationships, I'm sure, but the key thing is, she not trying to work it out with you, so you have to work it out yourself. So anyway, oh, it just did something else. Deborah, why does it say and Alice and Rasheen came back? And Audrey was. I still haven't seen that. Kids included. Yeah, but so anyway, I don't know. Time to leave. It's time to go. Time to go. It's hard to stay and be abused when you can let it go and find out how love. Yeah, it's harder to stay. I ain't about to stay if I'm getting abused. I'm not about. Not me. I ain't staying around for no abuse. I think I already told y'all. Like, I ain't hanging around for no ass whoopings. I'm sorry. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We've been on here like way longer than what we supposed to, talking about this unconditional love. But I really appreciate everybody coming through, and we'll figure out. Hey Tico, we will figure out what we are going to talk about next Wednesday. I changed the time because I know y'all watching Empire and Lucius. And deal break. Yeah, that's the deal breaker. Well, being emotionally abused. Now, Kwame, this is plain and simple. Like, if your number is blocked, if I block you and you can't call me, that means I don't want to talk to you. That means we have nothing to talk about. That means go talk to your pastor. That means it's over. It's done. It's finished. Adios. Arrivederci. GTFO. All of that. All of that. So y'all like I said, Kwame, like you got a support group. You got a support group, or you got a couple of people that support you if you doing what we suggested that you do. But that's what advice is. Advice is like, nobody. If your pastor tells you to leave and you still hanging around, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. But yeah, we'll figure out what we will talk about next week. And I did change the time so that y'all can watch Empire. So it'll be 8 o'clock. All right, Thea. So I'm gonna finish my cocktail and right, Audrey, right? And if y'all have anything y'all want to add or anything you want to ask me before we get off of here, it don't have to be about what we're talking about. We just trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. So does anybody have anything you wanted to add or ask? Anything you want to ask me before I hit the finish button? And I'll leave the video up. I'll leave the video up for a little while, and then after I go back and I check to make sure that I responded to everybody, and then I will take it down. I will take it down, because if you want to know what we're talking about, then you need to be in here when we're talking about it. The earrings, these earrings, I got these from Tweety Love on Instagram. These are called her Up in Smoke earrings. Is that too close? Yeah, these are called the Up in Smoke earrings, and I think they were like $8. I got those for Halloween. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. I unconditionally love you too, Thea, unless you hit me with that bat that you got in the back of your car. And then I don't. No problem, Kwame. Like, for real, like, inbox me or Audrey and let us know what's going on. Thanks, Audrey, and let us know what's going on. I don't know. I can't remember what makeup I have on. I don't forget. Yeah, check on them, Audrey. Audrey gonna check on you. She gonna check on you. So yeah, so that's it. And I will, Teacup, I want you to call me. You don't have to call me now, because it's late where you are, but call me. And thank you guys, thank you ladies and gents. And I will talk to y'all next week, where we're gonna have a new cocktail. I'm gonna be ready. All right, peace and toodles.